Everyone, and welcome back to the return of the Chilling Wargamers. We are back, and today my name is Wargamer Viking Sean Tate, or Spud Tate, whatever everyone calls me these days. And today I'm with my wonderful, beautiful, the original co-host of Chilling Wargamers, old school, taking it back to 2012, Mr. Paul Elton.
Howdy. I don't have the sound effects like I used to. You should be able to hit play and a pause and all kinds of stuff. It's just gone. It's just gone now. I don't know where it is. I had a real hard time keeping a straight face. Some of the comments popping up while that music was going on were brilliant.
So yeah, I thought we'd just try something a little bit new. Next week, I'm gonna download some software so it won't be maybe as jittery. And I need to learn how to put music over the Hangout if that's possible. So if anyone knows who's watching this, please let us know what software is quite good to do that, because we really want to show people's work that we've been having in the Facebook page, Facebook group, sorry. And we'll go over that later on and over everyone's work that everyone's working on. And then weekly, I'll be uploading that video you've just seen. I'll be uploading that to the Facebook, to the YouTube page. I know it's weird being really professional. It's strange.
Yeah, I know. It's weird being back doing this as a kind of a thing now.
It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a good over 2 years.
Yeah. It's interesting. I've been kind of the caretaker for a little while, just kind of keeping things ticking over. But yeah, you're definitely a bit more inspired now by this, just for the the. Spud has been amazingly enthusiastic about this so far, and it's really nice to see it all again, and nice to be back.
No, thanks for looking after it all while it's been gone. Well, it's not been gone, but there's been no schedule at all. We don't get on really as such. We haven't I haven't really done that much, but now I've got the Facebook page is back up, so go check that out. The Facebook group. I've the Facebook page. So the Facebook page is. I know. No, it's not Chillcam. So yeah, that's really changed, to be honest. So the Facebook page is Chilling Wargamers, and then we've got the Chilling Wargamers community page. I've just edited the name because every time I kept on clicking on the wrong one, and it was annoying me. So I don't know what everyone else was doing. But we've got 180 likes in less than 2 days, so thank you everyone that's shared, invited. Just keep doing that. We want to keep doing these as regular as possible. We've got a schedule, haven't we, Alston?
Yes.
Schedule of guests.
Yes, yeah, we've got a few people lined up as well, and we've got more people we want to ask and come back on the show. Before we forget, because I know we usually do this on the show, we forget, we've got sponsors. Yeah, we've got sponsors. Our old sponsors were very nice to come back and help us out again, even though we've been gone for a year or so. I completely forgot the name of the magazine. It's been so long.
Initiative Magazine.
That's it.
For that.
Yes, so a little bit of a plug about Initiative Magazine, and apologies, my brain is resetting here from getting back into the swing of things. Initiative Magazine is it's not an online, it's a PDF. They basically send you it's a digital copy of a magazine, all about wargaming. There's some great things on there, like tutorials, painting tutorials, product reviews, interviews with people in the industry. There was plans that we were going to be in there, and we were going to do a segment at one point. I don't know if we're going to revisit that and do that.
It's a potential thing now. Now I've got my thing back on.
Yeah, so there may well be us having a look at that. And we're also running a competition this week, which, if all goes to plan, next week we'll have a show with a special guest. Here's hoping everything goes to plan. Next week we'll announce the winners of that, because we've got a it's sort of question comments sort of thing. Want to see it in the comments section after this, or stick it in the chat and we'll try and review it when we get closer to the time. But yes, we'll talk more about that at the end. I'll let you guys know what you need to do to enter that. But yeah, basically, if you win, they'll send you copies of the magazine, so you get it for free. So there's no reason why not to enter. So, but back to you, Spadicus.
So yeah, make sure you go check out Initiative Magazine on FaceB. They've got some really nice content. And then the next issue, believe it or not, one of the best wargaming show on the planet, that's not Salute, is ChillCon. Yes. You need to definitely go buy that. We were hoping to get out this weekend, but a few technical difficulties and the usual stuff has come up. So we're coming out this week, but you'll get the latest one before that one for free. So whoever wins, just get in touch and we'll announce the winner next week once Elston thinks of a question. Before we move on to everything, I just want to say hello to all our chat. I've even brought in my phone at the same time.
Committed.
I'll turn my brightness down because I look like. Okay, so today we've got the great Jojo Man, hero, legend, another co-host of ours that joins us sometimes.
Yeah.
We've got Mr. Beezy. We've got Peter Higgins, legend. Everyone's a legend. I know I say legend, but everyone are legends. Mr. Graham Rigg. We have Wargamer Online. Sam, what a hero.
Yes.
What an absolute legend. And everyone's talking in the chat. Well, Lords, look at everyone. Wow. If anyone in the chat's got any questions or anything, just pop them in and we'll try our best.
You've even had, from one of the most professional shows on the planet, Wargamer Online, some advice. They said they'd help you out with OBS software for doing music and stuff. So if we were going to get more professional, we might as well do it from the best.
Yeah, well, yeah. It might be a bit too professional.
Well, yeah.
We'll try the intro like that every week. I think it'd be pretty cool. People's work.
It'd be nice not to sound like a dodgy VHS tape. Was one of the comments.
it was just a test. It was just a test. We always try our best. So hello, John Jar 34. That has been a while. Cheese and bread. It is old school.
Yeah.
I've knocked my chat off already. What a great time. Elston, I'll ask you. What have you been up to this week?
Oh, well, I did briefly go to Salute. I say briefly. You ever heard that saying it's not where you are, it's who you're with, sort of thing?
Yeah.
It was definitely the opposite of that for me. Salute. I went with some friends and maybe next time we might go in separate cars because they kind of whizzed around and I was trying to keep up with them and they were kind of done by about 12 and they were my ride home. So I kind of had to leave by 12. So anyone that's been to Salute that thinks that who's known how hard it is to get around and see everything, try and do that in 2 hours and you'll fail. It just didn't really work. I saw a few cool things. So I bumped into Dave from ChillCon. I wanted to bump into Steve, but time. I saw the Alien King model from Prodos. That thing's huge, like that. That's crazy. I just rushed around. I wasn't overly thrilled by the experience, but hey, it's what it is. Next year will be better. And for what I've been working on hobby-wise, lots and lots of... Oh, yeah, I forgot about this. I've got to get real close to this. Lots and lots of Space Wolves. Because Wargamer Online are doing a little thing called WGO Chronicles at the moment, where it's basically 3-4 months worth of trying to get stuff finished and done. In my case, that usually means about 4 armies. But that's army number 1. And then I've got a Custodes army I'm doing. And then I've got possibly the biggest model I've ever attempted to paint and put together, which I'm super excited about. Super excited.
Please expand.
I tell you what, I'll go get it because that's much easier. I'm just going to mute myself because otherwise it's clanging and banging.
Wow, it's clanging and banging. I wonder if it's a real life model of himself that he's painting. Maybe that's the only thing I could suggest. What it could actually be. So I've lost the chat again because I keep losing it on my phone. Old school, going back. So thank you everyone else that's tuned in, and thank you everyone else that'll be watching this afterwards. It's really, really awesome. So while Elston's gone, I've got a question for myself from Wargamer Sam. What was the motivator for Chilling Wargamers to come back? So the motivator to come back was, to be honest, because I'm not doing wargaming, I play a lot of computer games, and I've only got a PlayStation 3. This is the truth as well. Like, I've only got a PlayStation 3, so I've got no one to play online with. Most of the time, I can't really be bothered playing on my PC. Same again, there's not many people that play online when I play online. So I've not really got much else to do, and I've watched Guardians of the Galaxy about 5 times, and all the Marvel films on Netflix about 5 times. And I can keep watching them, but I want something to do while I'm on there. So like pushing for social media and doing posts and looking for community things. I think it's just going to be a little bit sideline kind of stuff other than going out and drinking and going to the cinema and being out and stuff. So on those days off, I get to work on Chilling Wargamers and come back and talk to the people, help companies, help you other YouTubers and other pages and stuff again. I think it'd be pretty cool. And also, I think it'd be quite good for ChillCon, because ChillCon come from Chilling Wargamers. So, we want to be more about, hopefully, it's obviously penciled in with everything else that we've got penciled in. The list is humongous. But we're going to try at least, well, Steve said every 2 weeks, but that's never going to happen. So we're going to say every 6 months. No, every so many weeks. We're going to get Steve and some of the other guys on. I'm going to talk about ChillCon, the updates and stuff like that, and just have a chilled out show and just do it that way really for that. So yeah, that's one of they're all the motivators really why I wanted to come back and kick off again. So anyway, on to Elston's large pieces of
my large piece. Amazing. So I got this. So I actually bought this at ChillCon, but it wasn't there. So if anyone stopped by the Mighty Lancer game store, they do loads of Reaper stuff. And I saw him when he was setting up. And I was like, oh, cool, Reaper. He's like, yeah, the only thing I didn't bring was a 5-headed dragon. And I was like, that's the one I wanted. And he's like, oh, you can still buy it, and I'll ship it to you. So I walked around for the rest of the day. And I was tempted by a lot of other things, but this was calling to me. And this is a dragon called Ma'aldraka. And he's huge. Huge. And I'll see if I can show you a picture of the back. Jesus, this thing's hard. All right, let's see. I can't actually see the screen anymore. He looks like that. So yeah, he is enormous. I'll try and put a little bit more in perspective because I know body shots are not a thing. So that's a wing right there. That's my hand. My hand isn't as big as that wing.
Have you got a GW pot or something nearby? Because then people will definitely know perspective.
I've got a cup. Well, there's a teacup. Let me get a Space Marine. Hang on, that'll do. That's a Space Marine. There. That little tiny speck. That's a Space Marine.
That is massive.
Yeah. So that's gonna be such a fun project. That is if anyone's ever seen a cartoon film, or sorry, an animated film from back in the 80s called The Flight of Dragons. I think it was a book about it called by Peter Dickinson. Might be wrong because he's the character in the film. At the end there's a big multi-headed dragon, and I'm like, so I might be doing that. But yes, I'm super excited about that one. That's just going to be
You'll have that paint. You'll have built and painted in like 3 hours, anyway.
Well, but I am trying to do tutorials on stuff now. You might see there are more tutorials coming out from me. I'm trying to get one out a week now because I've been lacking a little bit. Like when I helped out with Wargame Online and became one of the hub members, there was like Chapter Master Valrek, Katetsu, the Wargamer, and me. And I was like second to last, and now I'm last in the amount of subscribers, and I'm like, man, I really need to pull my weight a bit more. So, yeah, tutorials are coming out thick and fast at the moment. So there'll be one a week from me for at least the next 3 months, as long as I can keep on editing. So there's a lot in the pipe. So,
well, believe it or not, I don't know when, but hopefully soon, I just buy some PVA glue. No lies. I've got some MDF terrain from a really awesome company.
Oh wow!
And they've sent me it over, and I'm going to do a review on it as best as I can. Like I've never ever like built MDF terrain before, so that's going to be great. Obviously, a lot of people that they maybe have sent it to have built it before, so from a new point of view, it's going to be quite good for them because obviously I'll be able to give my hints and tips on how not to glue on the building.
Just like the Storm Eagle all over again.
Oh my cheese and bro. There's no Storm Eagle in there.
This is how not to build a Storm Eagle.
That was pure stress. You know what? I actually, this is really weird as well. Like maybe a bit longer than a month ago, I was going through all my old videos and stuff and like unlisting some of them and like deleting some of them, like ones that I like didn't really want anymore.
Sure, yeah.
And that one came on my thing, and I was dying to delete it because I was just like, I hated it so much. But then I thought, all the pain that I went through, worth keeping.
Oh yeah, mate, you got to keep that one. To be fair, that was iconic. That got so many views. It was unreal.
It was just insane, and that's what I mean. So I got like this £120 kit, and then Karsten sent me over a £20 kit made out of plastic, like the Stug tank.
Yeah.
That's what annoyed me the most. I don't think if Karsten had sent me that tank, I don't think it'd have bothered me as much. But because it sent me a kit that was £100 less, it went together perfectly. There were a lot more detail on it. I just also like there were so many pros compared to the other thing, and the stress that I literally sat for 6 hours modding, putting this thing together, and it still wasn't together right. I had to resculpt all like most of the bottom. I had to resculpt like all this thing together, and then it was just pain in the
Oh, that's good old days. Karsten even did a video recently as well, actually.
Yeah, did the Spanish Spy.
Yeah. I was all the old tubers are coming out of the woodworks now.
That's quite cool. I'm bringing them all back from the dead.
Yeah, Judge did a video the other day, and I was
Hazard Syndrome started posting Facebook pictures of his models.
Yeah, it's just it's the good old days are coming back in. It's nice. It's really nice. I'm still a little bit annoyed at Judge because he beat me at the Chilcom Spud model, and I was like, oh. But to be fair, I was like, well, it is really, really good. So I don't feel too bad.
Well, Judge Gudge is going to paint our next Derby model. I've actually got the concept art on my phone, but Steve will literally drive to my house and try to film me. The legs dry.
It would just be like, if you see a 6 foot man sort of, holding the head of a dwarf and the dwarf just flailing kind of thing. That would be kind of like Steve versus Spud.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really hard not to share it. It's beautiful. It's so good. But yeah, let me just check the comments before we move on. So Wargamer Sam, I posted this before. I spent most of my day watching the old streams from the Chilling Wargamers. Got me through loads of building. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Which ones did you watch? That's pretty iconic, and we could talk about the ones we probably epically failed at. Jamja, are you two back for good? We are going to be back for good. So we're going to aim. This is our aim. is going to try. I'm going to try at least every 2 weeks.
Yes, yeah, that's the aim. Life gets in the way, and as we get older, life is life. But we're finding the balance a little bit easier now to try and dedicate a day sort of thing, and it's really surprising. But we kind of decided, yeah, we're going to do this again, and we messaged loads of people, and everyone said yes, and we're like,
yeah,
huh? Everyone.
We've got at the moment that would like to come on. So we've got the terrain shooter.
Hopefully,
Luke APS.
Yes.
Alex from Warplock Miniatures.
That's hopefully next week.
Yeah. James from Siege Studios.
Yes, hopefully.
We've got Jason and the lads hopefully from Hairy Gamers coming on. They run like a blog.
Awesome.
Hopefully they're going to come on. Cinzeran, I suppose Cinzeran is going to try his best.
Oh, wow. That really is old school.
Yeah. Big YouTuber, or like a small YouTuber, but he's going to come on. Bazza,
nice.
From Underdog Painting.
Yes.
Where's Cinzeran? I had a right roll then. Oh, no.
We could get some celebrities like Wargamer Online, hopefully, if we can pay them enough.
If we can afford them. We don't on the channel anymore because we haven't got 1,000 subscribers and 2,000 hours watched the summit. So we've got a lot of catching up to do before they start paying our millions. So then we can give it all to Wargamer Online to join them.
I think because I found the other day the Chilling Wargamers does D&D episodes.
Yeah. I am muted though. They're on there, but I've actually unlisted them because some people swear quite a lot on them. So I've muted those ones for now, but they are there.
Yeah, if anyone does want to watch them, you may have to drop us a message or something like that, and we maybe send you the link. They're slightly obscene. There's many times where I break down in a fit of laughter, which but yeah, Chilling Wargamers does D&D was one of the funniest experiences I think I've ever had.
Yeah, they were insane. So we've got a question from Peter Higgins for Elston. How do you get through much hobby progress so quickly?
I'm awake more than you. I've said it before loads of times, but there's no real mystery or dark or sort of like secret. I'm awake at 5 o'clock in the morning every single day. Every single day I get up at 5 and I start painting. So if I don't have to walk the dog and sort stuff out in the morning, I can get a good run to about maybe 6:30. So it gives me 2.5 hours. And then any time I get in the evening, because I find in the evenings, I'm not always guaranteed time. I like the stuff I need to do with my family, I go out, events, stuff like that. That happens. Everyone's got that. But in the morning, no one's awake. No one's doing anything. Everyone's asleep. No one needs your attention. Why not do hobby then? The problem is you've got to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, but yeah, that's it. You can either stay up till 5 or you can wake up at 5. Your choice.
Another question for Elston. Are you scared that the dragon will fall on you and crush you?
I am slightly petrified. I mean, it is like
it's massive. Like I know everyone says you're small, but like you're not like a midget.
Yeah, I mean that's bigger than a child.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
Easy. Like, yeah, like you could go around braining people with this kind of thing, but yeah, it is huge. And I want to do an unboxing on it. And I said to the guys I bought it, I was like, "Are you okay if I did an unboxing of it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine." And then I realized, I'm like, "How am I going to film that?" Like, I'm going to have to have a camera back there and be like, "Okay, guys, I'm taking out some construction equipment. I'm just going to get a crane in to lift this bit out." And yeah, so it's amazing. Now, Graham Rigg told me about it. He said it was big. And I was kind of like, yeah. I've seen big models. No, thing's big.
Sorry, I was just making a story. This is what I mean. We're going on with the dank memes on Facebook. Apparently, you can create a story. So
Oh.
Right now, live.
Ah.
109 likes on Facebook. Cheese and bread. When did that happen? 180.
uh,
Thanks.
Peter,
It's pretty emotional. That.
Peter Higgins is saying, got to work up to ChillCon Oz 25.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It's happening in Australia. Definitely going to go to America. I've already told Steve this.
The great Jojo Man. Yeah, we need to get him back on the show at some point. Metallic paints. Which ones give you great coverage? I'm going to throw this one over to Spud.
Oh, great. So, normal paints. I used to use like GW ones. They didn't bother me at all. And my favourite ones that I'd always suggest to everybody that what I thought were the best, in my opinion, was P3.
Oh, okay.
They were always my favourite ones. I think I've got like all the metallic paints for them. JW are good, but it depends on like the batch maybe as such. Sometimes it can be a little bit watery. It's quite good for some things, but obviously not for all. But like the consistency for me was always P3. I always got them and never had any problems with them at all. So I always just go to those guys.
Yeah, cool. I've never really tried the P3 stuff. I'll have to give that a shot.
Well, look at me knowing something.
Yeah. My preference is GW are right. They can, as you say, they can be a bit hit and miss sometimes with the batch. Vallejo can be a bit thin.
Yeah.
Find scale 75. You've got to shake them, but when they're right, they're really interesting. But if you really want a thick, good coverage, if you go with Vallejo model color stuff rather than the game air or the model air, that's really quite a nice or game color. So basically, not the air range of Vallejo is quite good. So yeah, I tend to find, but I don't really stick to one brand of paint at the moment. I just kind of go for whatever works. Yeah, they've all got their own pros and cons. But if you want good consistency, Vallejo that's not air or P3.
Yeah, because it depends what you're going for on the model as well.
Yeah. I mean, like scale 75 have got like metallic blues, metallic whites, metallic greens, metallic reds, purples, etc. And they got all of those colors, which a lot of other companies probably do, but they're maybe not so well known of. But yeah, as Spud said, it depends what you're going for.
Peter Higgins, are you putting a Space Wolf ride in each head on your new dragon?
I may do, but I may have to magnetize them.
Yeah,
that'd be funny though.
Same again, Peter Higgins. We need to get Brian on from Tempest Crusade. That was our first official ever guest.
Oh, could we get him? Could we
afford him?
Well, that is it, because I'm sure he's in like the Hollywood bracket now.
Yeah, so, big time.
Yeah, so like I don't know, a $5.
Yeah. We'll have to try. We'll try. Every 2 weeks we'll be sick from BZ. Peter Higgins will do a Kickstarter for Wargames. Wargaming Online to appear on the show. That's cool.
Yeah.
Welcome Underdog Painting, Bazza. Thanks for all your help as well over these last few weeks, sharing and stuff. Steve Perry Miniatures, aka Pezapoo, Show Me the Dragon.
Again, hang on. All right, Pez, just for you, buddy. This is the dragon. It literally eclipses my head.
And you've gone.
Hello. It's that big. That's the dragon. It's huge. I've got another dragon from Mears Miniatures, and it's currently balancing on top of that one. So, oh dear. So, Spartacus, one of the things we've been doing now with Chilling Wargamers returning. That's going to keep on happening, isn't it? Yeah. You started up the old thing, which I love, is everyone just posting up their work and then we show it off.
Seriously, like I did it like a week or two ago, just to see how it'd go, because obviously it's been quite quiet in the thing, in the group, And then I thought, you know what, I'll just give it a go. Literally 89 comments or something ridiculous. And I'm like, wow, people are still here. So then I did a real poster for it and posted it last night. And there's over 100 comments. Some people have like posted a comment and then replied, with different pictures. But I'd really like to try and get through them all. But I'm going to try and go through them as fast as possible, if that's all right, guys, because there's a lot going on, and all your work is absolutely fabulous. So this is the Chilling Wargamers community group that we're got in a moment. Obviously, ChillCon promotion, lol. So where is? Let me just go. So this is the post that we put on. So how many we had? Oh, we had 62 comments.
Yeah.
I'll have to refresh them all because obviously I didn't do that before the show. So we've got this legend, working on them. I'm going to guess they are custards.
Yeah, it's a commission that I'm doing, so a massive custody bike army.
I think Bob's. You have to click on every post from Destination Miniatures. Look at this beautiful piece.
This
from Pezapoo Miniatures.
This is something like this is now we can say this now. This is an award-winning painter that is this here. Pez is literally racking up the awards left, right, and center. Every single show he goes to, he's getting gold, silver, bronze. It's just incredible,
mind blowing.
Yes,
we've got Kim with his model from I think that's Barker from Gangs of Rome.
Yeah, that's cool. I like it.
Names, cheese and bread.
Yeah, man, that's cool.
We've got Clayton Tate working on an old school Forge World Gargantuan. Is that a squig off?
Yeah, that's it. The old school model, that one.
Going back old school. Sorry, my internet's. And then we've got another guy. This guy getting back on his Venom.
Yeah, man, I love that model.
Yeah, that's stunning. Dave Barfield working on, I'm going to guess, Age of Sigmar terrain.
Yeah, it's looking beautiful.
This is like a proper game for me, isn't it?
Yeah.
All I know this one because it says it on it. This is Steel Rain from Dust.
Yeah, that's cool.
Matt Dewhurst is an absolute stunning artist as well. You should have a page. Like his work's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it's just all the kind of post-apocalyptic sort of weird World War. Ooh, that's pretty. I like the flowers on that.
Yeah, buy yourself 3 miniatures. Beautiful model as well.
Loving it.
Paint job. I won't go through everyone's if the post them all because we'll be here all day. Pidge, old school going back.
Yeah, DM of the Chilling Wargamers.
Yeah, they are from Shadespire. No, Shakespeare.
Shadespire, that's the one.
Oh, go on, I'm on fire.
Did we miss one?
No. Oh, it was Mark Dewhurst, but I'll try. I'm trying to.
Sure, everyone.
I clicked on the same one as before. We've got Metalhead Minis, done some Imperial Fists. Looks like the old school Dark Vengeance box set, I'm going to guess.
I don't know. It might just be normal Marines.
Ones with, I don't know. I'm just.
They're Mark IV helmets in there and stuff.
Mm.
That's cool. I like the yellow.
We've got Mr. Saturday's Stumblings.
He's funky.
He is cool. It reminds me of the guys from they brought a Mordheim warband out a long time ago.
Okay.
That's Devington from Contains Graphic Images at Blogspot. Obviously, he's got loads of Eldar stuff he's posted on here for us.
Yeah, the blue's really subtle on that. There's some interesting effects going on there.
Paul Harris, he's done a Harlequin looted Land Raider, it looks like it.
That's pretty funky.
old school minis on there. John Bickerstaff. He's done. I'm gonna guess Renan. I don't know. I don't know how to say it.
That's cool. That's kind of like an old school bolter on a Primaris to me. It looks more like one of the more modern warfare guns.
Yeah, I like them as well. These guys are so cool as well. From Kraken Games, I love these guys. I really. I put these as a suggestion for ChillCon I love mushroom guys.
Yeah, they're awesome.
And
Oh,
little mushroom guy.
I'd love to see him painted. I think you can do some wonders with that.
Yeah, absolutely stunning. We've got Simon Holmes with a Necromunda gang.
Gene Stealer Cult, actually.
Yeah,
Ooh, oh yeah, yeah, they've got a gang now. Yeah,
they're
that's
really
cool.
cool. We've got King Fluff working on
Oh, what?
Warlord Titans as you do.
Yeah, that's no small task.
And here he is. What a hero.
Oh,
Look at the transition.
Hazard Syndrome's back in the house.
I know. What a legend. He posted on the one week before, but I didn't want to steal ones from that one. So
Yeah, the colours are amazing as well. He's doing on that.
Dave has been working on some Space Marines. And then Paul Clark, who brings, wait a second, because I don't want to get it wrong. I've got it wrong. Oh, World of Snow and Ice. Yeah, I liked this one the most because it had a picture of a polar bear on it.
Yeah, bears are cool.
Great work, and obviously they were at ChillCon, and it was absolutely mind blowing. Crag and Smith or Crag and Gaming, some Necron love because they've just come out, I believe.
I like that color scheme. Like,
yeah, I do as well. It's really cool, especially because everyone else is usually just silver.
Yeah,
but he's actually done the whole thing. It's really nice.
I like that. I like that a lot.
I don't know if that's finished or not. I don't know if that's but
yeah, you probably just need the base doing, I would guess. But
yeah, really nice.
Unless he wants to go
Northumbrian Tin Soldier. Northumbrian Tin Soldier.
These guys are amazing. Love
really lovely models there at Salute and hopefully at ChillCon Derby this year.
Yeah.
We've got Rich Cox is fixing a wall hound, but he also submitted this for commission.
That is one big angry dude.
That's the Forge World.
Greater Bloodthirster.
We even got a video. Video submitted out. There's no sound. Oh, the sound. Now. So, yeah.
Like weird techno music going on.
Rivendell Tactica.
Cool. He's doing some heresy stuff.
Yeah.
Cool. I'd like to see.
Andrew Wood's been working on some Necron Love.
Oh, loving it. Loving it.
Ian Brown on some Orcs. Kay Haslam on some Nid Love. Mike Longo from Nasty House Studios been working on some Broken Toad.
Yeah, that's an awesome mini.
Looks stunning. We have to shoot through because
time.
Yeah. Rob Beera, Old School. Model. Like, I'm not even into Dragon Ball. That's really cool.
Yeah, I would love to paint up some Dragon Ball minis if they even have them. Most of them seem painted already, so I might.
Yeah, I can talk about that after the show. Where you get them from?
Oh, okay, cool.
This Death Guard, which is work in progress, and it's absolutely mind blowing.
It's a very busy model, but it's a very cool model.
Yeah. What I'd like everyone to do is go on the Facebook group and look through these individually, because obviously we're streaming through it, so it's not as clear either. Yeah. I'm going to fire through a few of these because we're really thinking on time. Tracy Martin, with a bit of Star Wars action. Nice. We've got, look at these guys.
She's actually sculpting that.
Yeah. Sam Stocks from Wargame Online.
Yeah.
White Scar, Primaris Bikes.
Looking cool.
And then a human Skyfleet. I'm going to guess that's Sigmar, maybe.
Yeah, he's got a new army going on. The concept of that is really cool. I like it.
I think I heard it on the chat when I come back from Salute over there. Actually, this is what I mean. I actually did something over there. All these made it into the video, community video.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Action. Deep type of action. Do you see what I mean? Like how much we got posted. Mick Clark, got some Red Scorpions, Norm with his little Iron Man thing. Anthony Rodriguez from Cheesing Red. Pirate Monkey Studio.
Lehman Russ.
And so yeah, that was the community goodness for last week. So hopefully you guys will like that. Say the video that showed at the beginning. If you want to actually listen to the music and see the pictures better, subscribe to the channel. We'll upload those videos every week, and also on the Facebook page as well. And obviously, thank you everyone for submitting like even just your work in progresses. The work in progresses we'll just keep on the group, and the ones that are complete we'll most likely put in the video so to show off to people. But make sure you keep putting your pages in your YouTubes as well when you post the pictures. I won't be like copy and pasting because it'll take me like 300 years. So what I do is just so other people can see that you've actually, you guys have done it. So do you know what? I've not even checked the chat. What a horrible person. So we have Jojo Man saying he's going to check out the P3s. Peter again said check out the Vallejo liquid metals. They're fantastic.
I think Moggy uses them a lot. He says they're quite good. It's something I haven't ventured into yet.
So we've got Gamer on Games. Said we have to shout them out. So thanks for that.
Yes.
J Rambo, old school.
Yes.
Evening all. So yeah, it's good to be back there. I say we're gonna have some guests on. We'll do some like proper interview kind of things. We'll obviously a bit of Chilling Wargamers love.
Yes.
This week it was just like a return, just to say what we're doing, what our future plans are. I'm not going to drink anymore.
Jojo Man's got to head off, so see you next time, Jojo Man. Now, back to the competition. So we've got sponsors from Initiative Magazine. They are sponsoring us. A great bunch of guys as well. Spud knows them a bit more than I do, but I was in this chat with them and I suggested this idea for the competition. And they said, yeah, it's good. However, all the answers need to be funny. So, okay. So, the twist, I'm going to leave to Spud. I'm going to ask the question, which we need in either the chat. Actually, no, stick in the comments below afterwards so everyone's got a fair chance.
I've enabled it, and you see, we're up to the future. I've been doing everything. Oh. The actual chat will stay there, and then the comments will be separate.
You can stick it in the chat then. Cool. All right. Okay. So I'll allow Spud to come up with the twist to this. So the question is, what would you like to see in a wargaming magazine? Can be anything. Can be tutorials, articles, product reviews, interviews with designers, developers, whatever you want. But Spud's going to put a twist on this any second now. It's got to be funny.
How about, it's got to be kind of like something that would fit in the magazine, but also be really funny at the same time.
Yes, yeah. So
whatever answer it makes us the laugh the most wins. There we go.
Yeah. So whether it be watching or reading an interview from Jimmy Carr talking about wargaming and then actually seeing his laugh in text format, that might be a thing.
That's one. There we go.
There you go. So you've got the ability. It'd be nice if we have feedback on what you would like to see in the magazine. However, we are not the most serious bunch of people. So go nuts. That's it. So we'll announce the winners next week. We'll hopefully get the guys from Initiative Magazine to choose the winners, or we'll just randomly pick out of a hat. Whichever one makes us laugh the most is usually the way we do things here, because that's how Spud won the first model from me when I did a competition, and that's how I first got on Chilling Wargamers.
Old school. In other words, old school.
Really old school. And Fear GFX stole your thunder and won the competition, and then ended up giving you the model.
What a hero.
What a guy.
Going back old school.
So that's it. What do you want to see in a Wargaming magazine? But the funniest answer will probably win.
100%.
Probably 100% win. So next week we are planning, if all goes to plan, we are planning to have Alex from Wartblock Miniatures join us on the show to talk about all things Ark World, what's been happening in the world of Wartblock Miniatures, how was Salute, what's he got planned for the future, etc., etc., etc. And he's probably the most I want to say dashing, charming person that I think we've ever had on the show.
Yeah.
He's surprisingly well spoken, possibly more than myself, and I know I'm a posh person. So, yeah, hopefully he's going to be coming on the show and chatting with us.
That's who else other guests we're supposed to have. They're just coming back to me now.
Yeah. Who was that?
We've got the guys from Initiative Magazine.
Oh, yeah. We're going to have them on. Hopefully.
Andy Hobney and the crew from Warbanner / Footsaw Miniatures.
Yep, sure, yeah.
Also, I've been really thinking about asking Rick Priestley to come on.
Oh.
And could get Alessio back on. It's been a good few years since he come on. He's just brought another Kickstarter out for Pacific Rim.
Yeah.
Get him on as well.
How about
Gav Ford, if he's allowed? Pretty cool.
Yeah. How about we go real old school and we see if the main orange man, Mr. 2D6, would like to come back on for a show.
We definitely can't afford that.
That would be quite funny. See if we get Andy and Rem on.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, we'll see if we get Andy and Rem to come on the show. Who else? If anyone else has suggestions of people you would like to see, stick it in the chat, stick it in the comments. We are literally considering anyone and everyone.
Yeah, Edit Bear, did I mention him here? And Edit Bear, he'll come on. I messaged him a bit ago. He just needs like a day notice, so try to definitely get him on. I'm just trying to think who else like we could possibly get on. Some people wanted Awesome Paintbrush / Lester Bursley, but he's not doing many commissions these days, and I know his time frame is really, really difficult because he works and is 8 hours behind us. So unless we stayed up till like 2 o'clock in the morning, we're definitely not going to get him on. We can try. I can try asking in a while. You know, when me and Nelson maybe got some time off.
Yeah.
Judge Good said they'd be happy to come on.
Yeah.
We've got some time. Look, my hair is a right mess.
It's like something about Mary going on there.
Yeah. As you can see, it's not really changed in some aspects. So I can see some of the comments on it already, and they're really cool. Someone's mentioned that maybe mini wargaming. Wow, that'd be going old school as well.
Oh, mate, yeah. If you get
Dave, guys, maybe get some Beast of War guys on.
Yeah, we could do that.
YouTubers that will come on, just let us know. Or even if you're just part of the hobby, like we're not really bothered. You don't have to be like in the scene. You know, you could be just one of us. Like me, I don't really do nothing. Actually, I don't do nothing. I'm not even lying. I don't do nothing at all. So yeah, I'm just someone that just turns up and just makes stuff up. So you guys actually do hobby stuff. So it'd be interesting to see and hear from you guys. Foxon said they probably pop up. There's loads we can get going of people that would love to come on. So if you guys know anyone, please send them our way, add them to the group and the page and stuff like that, and tell us to get in touch.
Yes.
And we'll try and get a date. So in other words, we've got the next 3 years planned officially.
Yeah.
Check on time.
Yeah, we're coming up to an hour, so it's about that time, I think.
Let me check.
Did I even announce what you'd win if you win that competition?
The Initiative Magazine one?
Yeah.
Right at the beginning.
All right, yeah. If you weren't sure, just to clarify.
Whichever's going to be the latest issue.
Yes.
So it's either going to be the brand new one that's just coming out, or the one just before. It's just because obviously, like I said, it's they're still doing a few tweaks on it, so they're not really happy with it yet. So they want to make sure it's ready.
And also, if you want to subscribe to Initiative Magazine, it's something like £1.50 or something like that a month, or so really not breaking the bank. So if you do get a chance, check them out. I'm sure we can maybe try and get a link below after the show.
Yeah, I can do that definitely.
Sweet.
Well, we've got 10 minutes because we were kind of late. If that's all right with you,
okay,
so,
yeah.
We have not answered any of the questions on the Facebook page.
Oh, there are questions on the Facebook. I didn't realize there were.
Yeah, we've got Facebook page questions.
Okay, right.
We've got a few. I'll go for First of all, this is from Sam Phillips. What is your favourite historical game? And he would love to be on the show too, so I've not even seen that. So yeah. So what's your favourite historical game, Mr. Elston?
I don't really play much historical games, to be honest. I kind of got intrigued by Bolt Action. The models actually kind of put me off. There were some models from another company which Pez sent over to me, which I kind of enjoyed a bit more. So I think maybe if I'd had them, I would have been more inclined with it. Saga looks interesting.
Yeah. That looks cool.
Yeah, Gangs of Rome looks cool as well. I've just not. I don't play that much, so when I do play, it's usually 40k or something like, because that's what my friends play. But yeah, if I'm willing to give it a go, it's just usually friends who want to play it nearby. So Gangs of Rome, Saga, or Bolt Action, I'd probably say.
Mine. I've only actually played 2 historical games too, and that is I've even forgot. Bolt Action. Played Bolt Action, and I played Hail Caesar.
Oh, okay.
If anyone played War Master, that is what Hail Caesar is, just on a bigger scale. It's pretty much exactly the same. And I'm not actually. No, it doesn't really count. Never mind. And then Bolt Action is really, really easy. But like, I know what you mean about some of the models. I did Japanese. I still have my army somewhere. I think I have. I don't know where it is, but I have. Yeah, I definitely got it. I've got a Japanese army. I've got I've got a full army. And I did like it, but I think because it was like transitioning the scale down it took me quite a little while to get used to it all. And like the detail is banging to see how small the models are and stuff, but it's still
it's very fiddly to put together because they've kind of actually sculpted the hand, so you have to swap the gun into the hand and get the arms position.
Yeah, doing it for a Space Marine's hard enough, but it's a lot bigger scale to do it on. So I used to get really upset doing those. And then they give me a model, and you have to do it on something even smaller. With giant ogre hands, it's really hard. I know we're going back to Space Marine and stuff, but on a Space Marine, even if the arms are a little bit moving, as long as it's holding the gun, it's fine. Because the shoulder pad slots over the top of it, so you couldn't see the thingy line. But on these, there's nothing that goes over, so you had to be super clean, and you couldn't put too much plastic glue on, because if not, it blobbed over, and it looked like you glued it on. I know I went on a right tangent then. Sorry. Anyway, that was our favourite game, so I'm going to go with those, Hail Caesar and Bolt Action myself, because I really enjoyed them.
Cool.
I'm just trying to get one that might finish it off, and then next time we'll answer the next one. So yeah, we'll go for this one as the last one.
Okay.
For the comments, and I say we're pushing time really bad. This is from Bazooka J Rambo Hero. With so many games being created, how many games can you realistically keep up with and stay interested in? Good question.
Good question. I could talk about this for a while. Do you want to hit this up? Because I've got an answer and a half for this. No?
I'll let you go first.
All right.
Really short.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean, this is actually crept into my mind as well. Money is a finite resource at the end of the day. Unless you're a billionaire, then I guess you could just throw it around. But realistically, the amount of hoarders we've got in the wargaming industry, I mean, I'm no exception to it. I've bought models; they're still in the cupboard, still in shrink wrap, and I've paid for them. So, and I've not got around to getting to them yet. But I want to, because I bought them. So now, I think it does literally depends on how much you can game and who you want to game with. Because if your friends and who you want to game with don't want to game with on a specific game, then unless it's a one-person game, that's that. It's not really going to go anywhere. And usually a lot of the time it's just buying shiny minis. And a lot of the time, it is just the shiny mini syndrome. For example, how many iterations of Blood Bowl have come out from other companies in the time? There has been loads of games that have gone off the same idea and concept of Blood Bowl, just put a twist on it, or just made new models. And None of them had taken off. Blood Bowl stuck with it. I mean, Dread Ball was an exception now. I think Dread Ball has done pretty well for itself. But Blood Bowl has held itself in the ring there, and that's that. So if anyone else comes out with a fantasy football game or fantasy sports game, I think they're going to have a very hard time contending with the big runners that are already there ingrained into people's hearts. So if a game wants to become successful, it actually has to contend with nostalgia from when you're a kid. And that's really hard to do. So it's hard to say this game is better than when anything that you played when you were growing up.
It's hard as well. I know it's like kind of cutting in, but like you got like I didn't play Blood Bowl from when I was about 13, 14, and I didn't play it till about when it first came out, like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And even though it was that long ago, I still remember the rules.
Exactly.
Not all of them, because some of them tweaked, but I understood the dice, movement, strength, agility, armor value. Yes. So I didn't have to learn any more rules because I already knew it. So you've got to think there's between lads that'll join further before me, after me, sorry, and they still know the rules. And that's the thing with like Games Workshop. My rule set for everything is still in my head. I can still play it.
Yeah, and that's it exactly. But how much can you actually keep in your head? And that's the biggest question out of it all. How much can you keep in your head? Because I can't remember all the rules for, like, I mean, you've shown me how to play Kings of War.
Yeah.
And I could probably pick that up again. But I don't remember the rules right now. But if you...
This one's a good one, because I can't remember, and you've got to imagine how much I played for it. Drop Zone Commander.
Yeah.
Without picking up a rule book, could me and you play a game?
It'd be tricky.
But then could me and you pick up, like, just go get a play of 40k, even though if we didn't know the games as such?
Yeah, 40k we could probably muddle through.
A 500 point Space Marine army that someone else has worked out for us, we could probably, without obviously the special rules, we could play 40k.
Yeah, pretty easily. Age of Sigmar is very much similar. But like, for example, this just throws back to an opposite of Games Workshop. I have a real hard time understanding Warhammer Fantasy. The rules are a bit mind-boggling to me. I don't quite get it. I've got some friends which are going to be showing me, but again, my head can only fit so much information. So when that information goes in, something else is going to come out. Now, what comes out, I don't know. But it's whether, if you've got the capability and the mindset to be able to understand every single rule set, remember every single rule set, afford every single game, have time to paint every single model, and have the friends to also play all those games with, then yeah, sure, you could keep, like, new games can come out every single day and you'd be happy as Larry. But it does seem like we've got to a full saturation point now, where not only new games are coming out, new armies for the existing games are coming out, and there's a lot going. I mean, if you're starting into it, you're massively spoiled for choice, but you're also a little bit daunting of where do I actually start in this? Like, where? But is there too much saturation? Should I shout it down to say that we shouldn't have more games? Probably not, because that's when things get stagnant. But I mean, Pacific Rim, I love the models, but I can't back the Kickstarter because I can't too much stuff. And
I won't back it because I want to play another game.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I'm not sure, but I will back Kickstarters where it's just models now because I can paint them. And yeah, it's one of those things now. I don't know. I wouldn't want anyone to stop making games because, as I said, I think that's when things would go bad because they go stagnant. But I think people maybe need to change their tact instead of everyone thinking they've got the brand new game that's going to take off. Maybe rethink your strategy a bit. Aim for the model side of things, like Miss Miniatures. They've got a game. It's really complex. So I find it quite confusing, but their models are amazing and they're doing pretty well just off the models. So
it's really tricky, you know, because you either, like you said, you make a brand new game and have the struggle of making it different. Or making it not too complicated, and then you've got the thing of, you can be another company that makes another line of miniatures, but then you're fighting against those as in competition.
Yes, yeah, exactly. It's
difficult to like get that balance. And I think a lot of companies like these days, I know a few. I'm not going to name drop any of them, but they've gone to board games instead because it's a bigger market as well.
Sure, yeah, and that's exactly it. Because a board game is a self-contained game. You pick it up. The rules are usually on the lid or something like that.
Yeah.
There you go. War games is a much more difficult affair because you kind of have to support it and keep on releasing FAQs and stuff like that. They keep it in line with all the new stuff that gets added into the game. Yeah. Like AVP, when that first came out, the balancing on that was just way out of kilter. Predators would just go around, destroy everything, and that was it. You're like, right. But they've rebalanced that now. I don't remember the rules for it, so I don't know if that's any good still. But again, another game that's been pushed out.
So back to the original question. We should have this question first. Would have been still.
Yeah.
I never thought about it. My bad. So with so many new games, how many games can you realistically keep up with? So Elston, how many do you think you could keep up with in one like medium rule remembering skills on it? Pick it up.
I want to say about 6. I think that's probably my limit. And even that I'm like struggling to, because like 40k I can pick the rules out. Age of Sigmar I can kind of pick the rules out. Necromunda I'm a bit like Blood Bowl I've pretty much got down, and I've probably got a room for a couple more. But
Yeah.
I think that's like Heresy's in there as well, and that's a different rule set. And then one more I think would do me.
Right, yeah, so for the model-wise things, it probably wouldn't be that many because obviously like money and like time and stuff.
Sure, yeah.
I just borrow everyone else's models now. It's so much easier, guys. Well, good. You don't have to do nothing. You just turn up. I'm like, carry it. It's really awesome. But like I said, I've got like Blood Bowl still in my brain. War Master, still don't forget that. Mordheim, Warhammer 40k. I don't know anything about Sigmar, so I can't put that in, but I could still probably play Fantasy Battles, the original Warhammer. Yeah. And I'm going to have to go for like Relics, even though it's like old school. I still remember that like it recently, but you got to think I worked for the company, so that's kind of embedded in there for a very long time.
Yeah, sure.
6. So like drops are maybe Bolt Action actually. Bolt Action's really easy. And Kings of War. Wow, 8. Woo! Yeah, so yeah, Kings of War, definitely. But that's what I mean. A lot of those, like I still have to look at like a unit special rules kind of, but I remember all the mechanics to those quite easily.
Sure. Yeah.
So, like that's what I mean. Like Age of Sigmar, I don't have a clue. The new 40k, I know like certain things about. Like I played it the other week, and it is a lot better. It's a lot faster, but then still I had to keep looking at my rule stuff because everything's changed. It's not all like got the same stat line. Everything's different and stuff.
Yeah, very much. It is. They've done a pretty good job at like streamlining it. I think as best they can.
Yeah.
But after that, it's a bit like, well, yeah, it's a war game. It's big. It's complex. There's going to be a certain amount of rules.
I'm going to say 8, but I'm going to say probably like 4 to 5. Like I probably remember like a lot more, including the unit.
Yeah, like core.
That's probably my easiest one.
Yep.
Like I'll never forget. I even know movement and agility and armor values of to most of the races. But that's because I play the computer game so much as well. I've like got nearly 200 hours on all the Blood Bowl games.
Yeah,
kind of the similar thing.
But yeah, that's it, isn't it? The computer game has helped Blood Bowl so much.
Big time.
That I mean, maybe that's the way. Maybe a lot of them should try, but
that's the thing. I know we're like totally digressing and proper chatting. We should have definitely had this question.
Yeah, should have done this at the start.
Round 4. It's all right. The longest show we've ever done. Wargaming The Return, the longest show ever. There's only what I know of is Games Workshop in the wargaming industry that has brought a computer game out. A real computer game that you can play, not just like an app on the phones, because obviously a few companies have done that, but
yeah. I mean, Yeah.
You imagine Drop Zone Commander as a computer game?
That would be amazing, to be honest. That'd be proper RTS.
And especially, oh my god, we're gonna go on for hours. So it could be like there could be different ones as well. So you could have your spaceship battles. So it'd be like different games. When we're like, this is gonna happen. Someone else is gonna steal our ideas. Like your massive big spaceship battles, like in one game mode. Then the other one, you like fighting with the smaller ships, but just in the city levels. And then obviously you have like your first person in your buildings and stuff. Oh, we've just won the computer.
TT Combat, thank you. Like, you're welcome.
You're welcome. And then come on, let's go. Let's get another one. Well, we'll do one more. I'll let you choose because I chose Drop Zone. What would you want to do in a computer game? What would be proper sick?
I would. The thing is, fantasy's kind of in the war game. Total War's done that pretty well. I think that's probably as best you can probably do.
Not allowed to be Games Workshop.
Yeah. What other games were? I'm looking around my room to see if I can see anything that's not Games Workshop.
There's loads. Just think about skirmish games as well.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm having a hard time. I mean, Relics would be an interesting one.
Relics
would be interesting. Yeah, that
in a battle royale form with a cartoony feel and everything would be perfect. Warplock and Ark World. Would be great. A little bit like I know we're kind of stealing, but everyone does it anyway. First person, like Vermintide. You know what I mean? You're one character and you play with your mates in a warband and you go around chopping stuff up.
Yeah. I kind of think Ark World would lend itself really well. Do you ever remember Sam and Max, the computer games?
A little bit, yeah.
Where you kind of click around and investigate things. Yeah. Ark World, to me, just brings that kind of thing back to my memory for some reason. Devil's Run?
Devil's Run as a driving game would be amazing.
That would be fun. That would be really driving game, post-apocalyptic with guns and everything. I mean,
so good. Upgrading your car. You could play online. There'd be an epic story mode.
The problem is there is a Mad Max computer game. So
I mean, like, just like a race. So like Destruction Derby meets a race on a road.
Yeah, make it a bit more simple.
Yeah, so it'd be like GTA racing. So we're just giving all those away. So we're like, there's so many now. GTA racing, because obviously they've got that weapon enable mode as well. But obviously, customize your car before you go. Oh no, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Stolen all his ideas and made millions.
Yeah, I mean, Wild West Exodus would be an interesting concept.
Yeah, that's cool. That'd be like a free world.
Western style thing. That could be quite funky.
Infinity is just Overwatch.
What's all the stuff that I mean, the problem I would say AVP, but that's kind of been done.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of all the stuff that Steve's covered in his Asylum Wargaming days. Gangs of Rome would be an interesting thing. Mob fights in Rome.
Yeah, that'd be sick. Then again, that'd be like a good Wartime kind of thing, like individual characters. You don't have that many.
Yeah.
Turn-based.
That'd be cool.
Blood Bowl's pretty much Blood Bowl.
Yeah.
I could keep going for years.
Yeah, probably could do. Might want to wrap the show up because we're waffling. We're just waffling now, basically. To be fair.
Well, at least we haven't spoke about films and TVs today. We'll leave that till next time.
Yeah, I know. This time we went on to computer games, so hey.
Oh yeah.
Amazing. Well, would you like to send us off, my good friend?
Yes. So, thank you, Mr. Elsonation, for being my co-host today and helping me out and sharing and caring and turning up and everything and looking after the channel and everything over the last few years.
Years.
Thank you very much for
that. No worries.
I'd like to thank everybody that shared, liked, invited the friends, everyone that's been commenting tonight, all the viewers. We've had like 14 people for a first show on a Tuesday night. It's pretty insane. I say so. Please go check out his Facebook page and also his Facebook group, his community group. Make sure you keep posting pictures on the post that we keep putting up once a week. and your completed models will get definitely put onto that and onto the Facebook, onto the YouTube channel. Cheese and bread. So that video will be out later tonight because I don't want to spam everyone like 7 videos from Chilling Wargamers. We will
Also,
put out later on so you guys can see all those models that we chose for the community page.
and hopefully next week we'll have Alex from Warblock on. So
keep an eye on the Facebook page and everything, and we'll keep you up to date on what time and everything next week's show will be. And obviously, don't forget to subscribe to our own channel again.
Yeah.
Thank you. Just keep up the good work, everyone. Love you all, and have a fantastic week. And don't forget to wear your seatbelts. That's an old school saying. I'd say that for a bit.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
Bye.